Hi everyone, it's your boy Zach, and I just got out of seeing Hobbs and Shaw, and what just happened to me? Am I a normie? Am I gonna start watching The Big Bang Theory? Am I gonna not cancel my Netflix? By the way, if you still have Netflix, you're a normie. Netflix is trash. Oh my gosh. It is so bad now. Every every new show is so freaking politically correct, and there's whatever. Amazon Prime Video is the streaming service for big brains. But anyway, Hobbs and Shaw is a spin-off of the Fast and Furious franchise, although they put Fast and Furious in the title, so I bought the tickets. It's Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. What? I thought it was just called Hobbs and Shaw. Anyway, it's a spin-off with two characters that were introduced in the last 500 Fast and Furious movies. So Fast and Furious is kind of an interesting franchise to me. I have seen every single movie except for Tokyo Drift, and I have liked to loved every one of the movies I've seen except for the one. What is the one where at the end they spend like 20 minutes rushing through these like CGI tunnels, underground tunnels that I think go under the border? That one was awful. But like the last three have been good. I really liked them. Yeah, they were good. So when they said they were spinning Hobbs and Shaw off, I was just like, because I think the first trailer I found really annoying, and then there was another one that was just like awesome. So I was really, really, really excited. And then I went to go, get my ticket online and choose my seat. And like every single seat was available an hour before the showing. I was like, wait, that's not a good sign. So I got there, and didn't that movie just come out like a week ago? 2 weeks? 1 week? 2 weeks? I don't know. It was like pretty empty for a Friday night. And it started off, and it was bad. And it got worse and worse and worse and worse. And I swear, on my other channel, I review comics. And sometimes, not as much as used to, but you'll have like one writer on a series for like a year or so. And I swear some of them watch my videos because they start doing the thing that I want them to do. Like they're not admitting it, but they're listening, and they're like, okay, yeah, we can put more action. Okay, so we can, I'm not that good at jokes, so I'll do less jokes and, take it more seriously. I've seriously, so I started like coming up with a title for this, and like, oh, I'll mention this. Oh, okay, no, that was, dude, they course corrected during the movie. My issues with the beginning of the movie were corrected by the end. How does that even happen? So Hobbs and Shaw is about Hobbs, who is a DSS agent. That's the it's kind of like they're called 1811s or secret agent, or special agents. Most federal agencies have 1811s. The FBI is most famous for FBI special agent, but like even like the postal service has one. So he doesn't behave like any DSS agent does. He's just kind of secret agent man. But and then Shaw is Deckard Shaw, who, if I remember, wasn't he introed? I mean, I haven't seen all of Tokyo Drift, but I've seen like bits of it on cable. Isn't he introed as like a straight up villain who murders one of the Fast and Furious crew? I don't know. They're very kind of twisty-turny. But anyway, I hated the first hour because the problem with it was there was no rhythm to it. One of the things that drama and excitement comes from is you kind of introduce them. You introduce Indiana Jones, and he's in the jungles in South America, and then he gets chased by the Jovitos, and then he escapes, and then he's back being a teacher, and then he's talking to Marcus Brody, and then he's talking to and then we kind of go, and this is just like, I always talk about how I always space out at the end of big budget movies these days because it becomes just a bunch of CGI and there's no real stakes. The first hour of this movie is like the last half hour of every popcorn movie. I just, like, one of the things that was driving me insane is that Deckard and Shaw are effectively made of rubber. They introduce Idris Elba as Brixton, and he's like, I guess, the first cyborg in the Fast and Furious universe. And he's shown to be really incredible. But then Hobbs and Shaw can pretty much do the same stuff. They're just not as strong, except for when Hobbs is as strong, like when he's in a vehicle and he punches through the window next to him, and then he grabs someone going like 50 miles per hour and then he throws them. Like, that's superhuman. Are you the Hulk? Like, what are you? How do you do this type of stuff? So like I said, there were no stakes, and it was just like a bunch of unfunny jokes, all told at like the same speed. And I was just like, oh, I almost walked out. I was just kind of like, I'll finish my soda. But then, actually, it's bad for more than half of it. No, there were some things that were kind of fun. The weirdest thing about this movie is an action movie that isn't exciting, because you can't have excitement when the pace is even. There's no ups and downs, and you definitely can't have excitement when the two leads are effectively immortal. They don't even bleed. Like, just nothing injures them. They can get knocked down, but they usually immediately get back up. At one point, they're being electrocuted, and they're like, 4 of these will kill a man, and they get electrocuted like 6 times. All they do is like grit their teeth. What saves the movie, to which I actually walked out at the end, not during, and I felt great, is they go to Samoa, or Samoa as they pronounce it here, and you get to meet Hobbs' family. He kind of was the black sheep of the family because he turned his dad into the police because his dad was a criminal. And then we meet the family, mainly his brother and his mom, but there's like this huge extended family there. And those people aren't superhuman, and they're not made of rubber. So finally there's like, they introduce a family and you really like them. But then they're facing this mercenary army, so you're like, oh, like, I know nothing's going to happen to Deckard or Shaw. They're invincible. But what about his brother and his cousin and the mom? And then I actually got interested. And then they actually formed a plan that just wasn't everything happens good for us because we're the leads. I don't know. But overall, I would say, even if, like, I have friends who are really, really into the Fast and Furious franchise, I don't care about cars. I drive a Kia Soul, so I'm only ever going to be able to get that much into anything built around cars. But I like the action, I like the characters, and there's actually variety in the Fast and Furious movies. There really isn't with this one. It's just all like the last scene of a popcorn movie, but they cast a bunch of people you like, and there's just like dumb things, like Brixton has this like a gyroscope motorcycle that kind of transforms, and I was like, I every time they showed the motorcycle, it would do something cool. I was into that. Like, it's really, really dumb, but one of the things that really saved it is it doesn't have a mean bone in its body. Like, it's not cynical. It's not mean-spirited. I think the movie thinks that it's doing a really good job. It's the worst Fast and the Furious movie I've ever seen, except for the one where they drive through the CGI tunnels for like 40 minutes at the end. I don't want to see it again. Am I glad I saw it? Not really. It started off bad. It got more enjoyable, but it's really pales in comparison to all the other movies. I mean, it's a spin-off, so technically it's not a Fast and Furious movie. It's a spin-off. But overall, yeah, I wouldn't see it. Just wait. It's going to be on cable. It's going to be on USA Network in a year or two from now. And just when it starts, then go to the grocery store, get your food, come back, cook it, have dinner. Probably like an hour and a half has elapsed. So there's going to be 30 minutes. There's going to be the 30 good minutes of the movie. And yeah, that's it. So anyway, thanks for watching. And I'll have another movie review up tomorrow. Bye.